What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna make a quick slaw. I picked up some salmon burgers that I'm gonna have throughout the work week for lunch. It's gonna be a quick lunch, so I figured I'd make me a quick slaw to go on the side. Let's prep it and put it in the fridge so it's ready to go for the work week. Okay, so this is what I had in the fridge, guys. I had a half of a purple one and a half of a green cabbage, and that's what we're gonna use. We're gonna make it work. And I'm gonna add a couple more things as well. I'm gonna add some green onions, and really I'm gonna make a quick dressing to go on top of that, and that's pretty much gonna be it. Like I said, a quick slaw, and this will be done in no time. Rough chopping it just enough to get to the size where I got to put it in a little compact food processor. So rough chop it is, and then we'll get started. By all means, if you have a couple of carrots, go ahead and throw them in the mix as well, because that'll make your slaw even sweeter, and you won't have to use as much sugar in your dressing. But I'm not doing it today. Like I said, quick slaw, that's what we're doing here. And we're gonna leave those out, and maybe next time we'll get it. But I got this compact food processor. You can pick these up anywhere, Dollar General, Target, Walmart. But this is all we need to get this job done, so that's what we're gonna pull out. Very quick and easy to put together, very quick and easy to wash and store away. So that's what I tend to gravitate towards, because it's very accessible, very easy. So we're just gonna put a little bit in at a time. Like I said, it just takes seconds to push the button and get it to the right texture that I want. So this won't take long at all. Y'all see how quick that was? That was real time. This thing is very, very fast. And look at that. Look how fine it chopped it up. Hey, if you want to save your knuckles and you don't want to do that old school grating, you get yourself one of these little food processors. Yes, and the more you lay down on that button, the finer it'll get, right? And you saw how long that took. And like I said, that was real time. It's very quick. Those who have never used one of these, I want to make sure that you see how I am screwing it till it locks in, and then I put the blade in, and I make sure that that goes all the way down. Okay, And then when you put the cabbage inside, I'm just tossing them lightly in there. I'm not compacting this thing because I want the blade to be able to turn. That blade is very sharp, but I don't want it to struggle, so I'm not packing it in there. I'm just kind of lightly tossing it in there till I get almost to the top, and then I'll put the top on there. Some of you might be wondering, why did I choose a processor like this that chops it so fine? Because I want my coleslaw to be looking like that KFC coleslaw. You know what I'm talking about. The KFC coleslaw hit different, don't it? It tastes a little different than what Grandma used to make. So that's why I'm using this little compact food processor with a sharp blade, and I'm holding that button down in the back until I get to the consistency that I like. If you push the button down and it doesn't start chopping like it should, it's because you don't have it lined up quite right. It's not locked into place. So if it's not locked into place, it's not going to work, guys. So just take your hand off the button and go back and adjust the tray and make sure it's locked in, and then make sure you screw on the top and lock that in place as well. Now I have to go outside, child. I gotta go outside in the cold and get me some green onions because I forgot to put some in the fridge. But I'm just gonna chop the tops off this onion right here. It's the same thing. In fact, it may be a little bit stronger. And I got all this. I didn't need all this. That's probably 2 times as much as I really needed. And I would advise you just to put a little bit less in there than I did. You probably need half of what I got. You may also be wondering, why in the heck is she putting green onions in the slaw? Because if you haven't noticed, when you eat KFC, it has a little bit of a kick to it at the end. Honey, this right here, I won't say it's just like that, but honey, it is very close, okay? So try a little bit of green onions in your slaw the next time and see if you can't tell the difference. Now, what really brings it together is the dressing, and we're gonna make a homemade dressing. Yes, I'm gonna use avocado mayo. Use whatever mayo you prefer, vegan mayo or whatever you use. And I'm gonna put half a cup, and I'm gonna put a half a cup of my almond milk. You can use whatever milk you like, or whatever you use in your household. You can also use buttermilk. I would use, if you use buttermilk, I would use a quarter of a cup of that and a quarter cup of whatever your regular milk is to equal a half a cup. But basically, a half a cup of mayo to a half a cup of liquid milk. So, yeah. And this is gonna be a little bit runny, like KFC dressing is a little runny. And yeah, it's not gonna be as thick and creamy. But if you prefer thick and creamy, just use less milk. Okay. So like I said, I'm gonna use half a cup of milk in this as well. So we got our mayo and we got our milk. I'm also going to use 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. Tablespoons of vinegar, just regular old white distilled vinegar. 1.5 tablespoons. I'm a little shaky. This jug is heavy. Okay. And here we go with a quarter cup of sugar, just regular caster sugar, or granulated sugar. And then I'm gonna add my salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna whisk that up, and I'll show you the consistency. Like I said, this will come out a little runny, but if you like a creamier dressing on your slaw, then just use less milk. So this is gonna come out a little runny, just like KFC. You remember how you have your KFC slaw and you can see how juicy it is? That's how this is gonna turn out. And this is, for that amount of cabbage that I have, this is twice as much as I need, but it won't go to waste because I'll use the other half of this on a regular kale salad later in the week. I just put it in an airtight container and keep it in the fridge. And you see that takes little to no effort to whisk up. Here's the consistency. It's very loose. I tell y'all, this right here hits. It hits, honey. That little bit of green onion, use a lot less than I did. Like I said, probably use half of what I did. But honey, that along with this dressing, on point. On point. Now this will get... Okay guys, it's time to prep my lunch. I got my salmon burgers in the air fryer, and I'm just gonna plate this up, give you an idea what it looks like. Yep. And if this is the consistency that I like, but remember, you have that little bit of leftover dressing in the fridge. If you want to make it a little bit more juicy, you can. You have the dressing to do it, child. Okay, so I got my salmon burgers out the air fryer. I am just going to put a little bit of sweet chili sauce on mine, and it's time to eat. I hope you guys have a chance to try this slaw. It's very quick and it's very easy. You can do it. I know you can. Now go and make you some. And as always, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.